nails, and true crime. I'm gonna keep it short and brief and just give you like an overall explanation of the story, and then you guys have to go watch them yourselves because there is so much more detail in these things. But opposite hand problems. I hate doing my opposite hand. Whenever I find that I'm doing my opposite hand, I find that I hold the file but I move my hand around. Does anyone else do that, or is that just me? So it's about a little town called Larrimah, and in this town there is 11 people and one of them gets murdered. And basically it's almost like a real life game of Cluedo, like who did it? And there's all these possible scenarios because of all this information that comes out as they start investigating it. Oh, it is the best. And it took them 3 days. No one in that town reported it for 3 days. A lot of feuds, there's a lot of wars, there's a lot of hatred, like there's a lot of things going on that from an outsider's perspective, you wouldn't know that was there. One of them, Paddy, he gets murdered. Well, they don't actually know that he's murdered because to this day, they still haven't actually found his body. Now, Paddy is apparently like one of those really, really annoying guys at the pub. Always has a story, very dramatic, just a pain in the ass, right? So there's him. Then got the bartender, the bar owner, I think his name was Bob. Anyway, so Bob and Paddy are really, really good friends, okay? But remember, Paddy's a real pain in the ass too, so who knows if he's pissed him off. Now, Bob owns a crocodile. Interesting. Then you've got the bartender, Richard. Now, he's a character, very suspicious. Apparently like dealing drugs and stuff to like people and bringing a few shady people into town. Then you've got Fran, who makes all the pies and everything like that. Oh my God, when you watch this show and you hear about these goddamn pies. Karen and Mark. Now, Karen and Mark, I'm just so, who are you? So they're actually newbies in town. They've moved into town like in the last 5 years or something like that randomly. Who are you? Where did you come from? Why did you move there? Why Larrimah? What are you running from? Well, down the road from Fran is her ex-husband, Billy. So Bobby is Fran's best friend. And when they all start getting investigated and questioned by police and everything like that, Bobby tells the police that Fran hated Paddy so much that she actually wanted him killed and would make comments about, I'm gonna kill him one day, I'm gonna get him killed. So Bobby throws Fran under the bus. So now they actually think that Fran did it. They check her house. They think there's a suspicion that she may have put him into the pies. So some Sweeney Todd shit going on there. So before Bob owned the bar, Bobby and Carl's daughter actually used to own it. Now she sold it and then she started up another bar or something like similar, not that too far away. But it just so randomly happened that that place burnt down. Bobby and Carl were out of town and they had the only keys to the fire truck. So did Paddy light the fire to get rid of the competition to help his mate because, you know, he's got the bar? With all this feud that's going on between Fran and Paddy, Fran decides to, I guess, hire herself some protection. She hired a gardener. This gardener guy is like really shady. If you haven't tried rectangle files, I do a lot of long nails. A lot of long nails. Amazing. I love, you need to try them. The only thing that they have is the gardener dude singing some weird tune song thing about how he killed Paddy and Paddy's dog. So that was the other thing. Paddy's dog is missing as well. Else get really upset when they hear like, oh, it's talking about a murder and then it's like, oh, and the dog was killed, or like you're watching those Western movies and like the horse goes down, you're like, oh, the horse, the horse. Or is it just me? Anyway, like who did it? Like there's too many possibilities about who could have possibly done it. My mind.